How's it going, Blues fans? My name is Nico Pauly, creator of the Blue Blog, here on YouTube and on Instagram as well. And the St. Louis Blues lose this one 2-1 against the Colorado Avalanche. No reason to be upset at all. You know, they're on a 3-game winning streak. They just beat Dallas. I mean, it's going to be a hard schedule, but it's nice to see that the St. Louis Blues are staying and competing against some of the top teams in the league, especially in their own division. Divisional games, you need to win these ones. This is tough against the Avalanche, but I'm not too upset because I felt like we kind of outplayed the Colorado Avalanche this game overall. But let's actually just get right into it. The entire first period, the St. Louis Blues, I felt like were dominating the Avalanche. The Avalanche could not get anything in the neutral zone. I feel like we were really disrupting plays in there, and whenever the Avalanche would come in, it was either a dump and we had a great puck retrieval, or we had back checkers getting sticks in lanes and really disrupting scoring chances and shots on net. So helping Binnington out early. Eventually, the Colorado Avalanche would come down, and they would score. I forget who it was, but after video review and a coach's challenge, it was called back that McDermott, I think that's his name, McDonald, whatever, interfered with Jordan Binnington, and it is again a 0-0 hockey game. Eventually down the line, the Colorado Avalanche would get another chance, and they would score for real this time. This puck was shot from far. Johansson in front of the net. Falk needs to keep a stick on the ice. He pokes this puppy in right under the armpit, and the Avalanche are up 1-0. Shortly after that, the St. Louis Blues would take a penalty, and it's feeling, oh my God, we were playing so good the first 15 minutes or so, and now we're really going to blow it against this hot Colorado power play who normally dominates us. Robert Thomas would score the next goal. This puck would come out, center ice is wide open, and a great pinch on the boards there from Buchnevich in the defensive zone. As this puck would come out to center, Robert Thomas alone for a breakaway. Nice little nifty move to the backhand, roof this puppy bar down on the backhand. Shorthanded goal. That is his 14th goal, and that one was unassisted. This marks the 9th shorthanded goal on the year for the St. Louis Blues. They are currently tied for first with the Calgary Flames with 9 as well. Then the St. Louis Blues kept coming. After the first period, really, I think shots were 11-3, maybe 11-4, Colorado Avalanche. Only regulated to 3 shots on net that first period. St. Louis Blues, that first period played unreal. But us Blues fans should know the Colorado Avalanche are not sitting ducks, and they're not going to go down without a fight, right? So, started the second period, started off a little bit slower. Also, what I did forget in that first period, St. Louis Blues did have 2 power play chances. Though we went 0-for-4 on the power play, I really felt like the St. Louis Blues did really good on the power play. Buchnevich just has to bury those chances. He had 2 chances on 1 power play, and he's gotta get those. We were getting plays. Nothing to complain about. We were moving the puck. First and second unit just looked great. A couple of bad puck bounces that didn't go their way. Thinking later in the game from the Shen one. Shen kind of had an open net. I think it went right over his stick. I mean, these kinds of games happen where bounces just don't go your way and you're really going to have to gut it out. That didn't happen for the most part, but overall, still felt like special teams as a whole tonight played insanely good. Now we could go in the second period with the Colorado Avalanche. In the first 5 minutes would kind of wake up. They get their shots on net. They looked quicker. They looked like they were ready to play. St. Louis, after the first 5 minutes, after that first momentum rush from the Colorado Avalanche, I felt like bounced back pretty well. They came down. Gorgiev was spitting out rebounds. St. Louis Blues were really shooting for rebounds. Sometimes no one was there. If someone was there, they get a shot and it get blocked or maybe a stick in the way. The Avalanche are really doing insanely well with disrupting the rebound chances for the St. Louis Blues tonight. So that was pretty much the second period as a whole, but it felt like there was hope because at the end of the second period, the St. Louis Blues would get another power play. And with about 1 minute and 20 seconds left to start the third period on nice, fresh ice, maybe they could get something. I mean, the power play looks good, and hopefully something will get going. Third period starts. We have that power play. Obviously don't score. I think this is the one where Braden Shen on the rebound or in front of the net, tried tipping this one in, or something like that. Wouldn't go in. Braden Shen has been a bomb. I hate to hate on our captain, but I haven't been too impressed with this play. But I mean, it is what it is. Third period would still go on, much like the second period. The Colorado Avalanche would come down, they get their chances. St. Louis Blues would come down, they get their chances. I mean, this was overall a really fun hockey game from two really good clubs who showed up to compete tonight. I normally hate the Colorado Avalanche, but, this is a respectable game. A little bit of chippiness, it's part of the game, it's fun. This is a rivalry, and this is what we like to see. So, the next team to score were the Colorado Avalanche. They would win the faceoff in the offensive zone. Oscar Sundqvist and Kapanen and Nichushkin will all trip over each other, but Nichushkin would get this puck back to Devon Taves, and Taves would just rip this puppy from the point, and this puck would go in through the 5-hole. I felt like it was tipped in front from Wood. Maybe it went off one of our own guys, but, I mean, this late in the game, it just sucks to see. I mean, it sucks to see because Bennington, I felt like, played great so far. And also facing a penalty shot from Cale Makar is also tough too. So now the St. Louis Blues are down 2-1. I felt like it sucked getting the Robert Thomas line out there about at the 2-minute mark because I felt like I felt like they had a great game, but I'd much rather have them fully freshed up for the final minute when we have the empty net. Having tired guys really killed us this one. The St. Louis Blues with the empty net, they were pushing for a goal, shooting for rebounds, picking up the rebounds, picking up missed shots, trying to cycle back to the point. Nothing would go for St. Louis though. I think the only real good chance is Braden Shen almost tipped one in front, maybe Pavel Buchnevich as well, and nothing was going. And St. Louis Blues would lose this one 2-1, and at the end there was a little scrum. Personally, for me, not a bad game. Not a bad game. Not a bad game. Not a bad game at all. Not a bad game. This is a good game. This is what we want to see from St. Louis Blues. They competed. All four lines looked really good. I felt like the fourth line especially looked insanely good. We saw the matchup between the fourth line and the McKinnon line at one point, a few points in this game, and I felt like they succeeded for the most part. What else do I need to say? The only problem I have with the fourth line, not a lot of offense, insanely, but McEachern with the broken stick, throwing it at Makar and giving Makar a penalty shot, but Bennington's a goat, so big save on that one. Bennington, I believe, stopped 21 of 23 this game, posting a .913 save percentage. He looked good. I felt like at the start it was a little rough, but especially, their first... Excuse me, sorry. The first shot on goal for the Avalanche was a goal, but luckily it was called back. And then they would score off the rebound. Nothing he could really do off that rebound shot. Maybe have a little bit better control, but Falk needs to keep his stick on the ice. I mean, my coach is kind of, growing up, we're saying, hey, you got to keep your stick on the ice. You never know what's going to happen. And Falk, stick in the air, it goes in. The second goal, not much you could do either. Maybe tie up a guy in front. It was deflected somewhere, though, because it was high, and then it went low and through the 5-hole. So, I mean, it is what it is. A little bit more complaints. Let's see. Scandella being injured. That sucks. I feel like he's been actually pretty solid lately. No complaints from him. And him and Perunovic, that line was good. But he took a stick to the face up high, kind of towards the end of the third. Didn't return from there. He just skated right off the bench right away. Dropped his gloves and said, I'm out of here. Hopefully he's okay. You never know. I would love to also see a little bit more goal scoring from that second line. The neighbors, Shen, Kapanen. Kapanen, I love his speed. I love his skill. I say it every time. No finish. Braden Shen hasn't been too great. And Jake Neighbors has been pretty solid. He's a grinder, but I feel like he doesn't have the necessary tools to succeed on that line. I don't think Shen and Kapanen are really good fits for Neighbors to set him up, because obviously it's not working out. It's okay, though. Maybe they'll figure it out, and they'll prove me wrong. Hopefully. I hope so. Positives. Let's go about positives now. The Robert Thomas line looked absolutely phenomenal. Robert Thomas stays hot. Shorthanded goal on the breakaway. Beauty. Kyrou, love the way he uses speed. It's just his chances. I mean, his play style is not really good for the Avalanche because he uses speed. He goes outside, but whenever he shoots, It's kind of a poopy shot. Nothing too much on it. And the Avalanche always somehow get a stick on it. And it's deflected. But Buchnevich also had a great game. He was shooting the puck. He was shooting. He just needs to find the back of the net. Had so many good chances. Couldn't find the back of the net. If he connected on 25% of his chances, it would have been like a 4-2 game. But that clearly didn't happen. The Hayes-Saad Torchenko line, I feel like, did okay. Hazy needs to either shoot or get rid of the puck a little bit quicker. But I feel like they did pretty good. Saad, he's a little speedy. He's a grinder. Torchenko is always one of the best players on the team when it comes to effort. Let's go back to negatives. Falk with the empty net, I felt like got hurt potentially because he was kind of looking around clueless in the final 10 seconds. He might get some hate on that, but I genuinely think he was hurt. I don't know what happened. I can't see replays, but hopefully he's going to be okay as well. Let's see. I don't think I really have anything else to go over for this game except that it was a pretty solid game. Well, honestly, I could go over the next game potentially. This is really good to see the Blues bounce back from the Christmas break and to see them actually play solid hockey. Ooh, they play tomorrow. Oh shit. Okay. So tomorrow I assume will be in Pittsburgh to play the Pittsburgh Penguins. I feel like the Penguins matchup is always a rough one, but they have somewhat similar records. The St. Louis Blues are now 18-15-1, and the Penguins are 16-13-4. The last 5 games, St. Louis is 5-5-0, or last 10 games, 5-5-0, and last 10 for the Pittsburgh Penguins is 5-3-2. So St. Louis Blues will need a much-needed 2 points off of that one, because now in the wild card race, it's pretty much between, I would say, a lot of people. Oh, smokes. You got Nashville in the first spot with 39 points, 36 games played. The Arizona Coyotes leading the way with 38 points in 34 games played. St. Louis Blues, 37 points in 35 games played. Not too bad. Minnesota Wild, 33 total games played, 36 points. They're also in there. Seattle Kraken, 36 games played, 35 points. I mean, this is a weak division. Seattle with a below 500 record, yet so close. 9 overtime losses. Jesus. Then you also have the Edmonton Oilers. Can't ever count McDavid out with 33 points. And the Calgary Flames also with 33 points as well. So, big games coming up for the St. Louis Blues against good clubs. You got to at least win a good chunk of those if you want playoff hope. Sometimes I overreact. Like I overreacted in the Blackhawks game a little bit, being frustrated and super excited the Blues win it. But the Blues are in such a good spot if they kind of are a losing club, get a top pick, and potentially get a good prospect. Excuse me. Ugh. I hate talking. A good prospect. Or they make playoffs and make it fun for the fans. I mean, though a playoff run probably wouldn't be best for this club, who's going to complain about making playoffs for real? I mean, it's fun hockey. Even if we lose, it's just the most intense, most fun, exciting playoffs in all sports. So, is what it is. Looks like that's all I got for everybody today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Sorry that I am a little low on energy. I'm just gassed. Didn't even put good Blues gear on, still my work stuff. So, letting you know what you guys think. And Avalanche fans, if you're tuning in, what do you guys think of the game? From my point of view, I felt like we outplayed you guys, but we do have a hatred for each other, and I'm curious on what you guys think as well. Like, subscribe, let me know. Let me know everything. Hit me up on Instagram. That's at BlueLuBlog, and same on Twitter. But I never really check that. I never go on it. But yeah. I hope everybody has a fantastic rest of their night, or if you're viewing this in the morning, a great Saturday. I appreciate everybody for tuning in when they do. It means a lot, and I hope everybody enjoys themselves. Good night.